Hi, today I'm going to show you how to trim something like this. This is like a sake bottle, and the opening is small, so it's very hard for this piece to sit on the wheel head because the bottom is so tiny and it's easy to tip over. So when you trim, you have to let it sit on a chuck to secure, so it's easier for you to trim the bottom. Here is the piece that I made the other day. I already finished trimming it, and this is the bottom. I'm using the same method that let it sit on a chuck and then trim it. You see that this decoration here, I was using a drill, the wooden drill, just make the decoration, making this a lot of circles, not drill all the way through, but just the surface. So this is the finished piece that I did the demonstration the other day. So I'm going to use a chuck. So this is my chuck. As you can see, it's wrapping up in a plastic bag. The reason why I'm using a plastic bag is my chuck is not been drying or been basic fire or high fire, whatever. I keep it in the leather hard stage. Let me show you. If I make an indent, see that? Can still make an indent. So I keep it at the leather hard stage. So every time after I finish using it, if it's getting dry, I just dip it in the water and wrap it up in the plastic bag. And it's easier for your clay to stick on the bed together because this is wet. If you have dry chuck or basic fire chuck, your water will be drawn by your chuck easily, and maybe a couple seconds your clay come off. That's the one reason why I'm using wet chuck. And the other reason is that sometimes your piece is not fitting very perfectly. You can also trim it if you like. You can trim your chuck. Okay, that's the second reason I like my chuck, to keep it in leather hard stage. And the third reason is that I can see that most of the chuck been dried or been fired, they warp a little bit, and that's not a very good, since you're going to sit your pot here on the chuck. Your chuck has to be very nice and straight without warping. And to make your chuck a nice, usually you want to make it a little bit thicker so it doesn't warp easily. Okay, that's one other tip for making your own chuck. It should be easy, just like you making a cylinder, but keep it thick. That's the required. That's what I make my chuck that way, thicker, keeping moisture. And every time after I finish using it, I just wrap it up in the plastic bag. Okay, now I'm going to stick my chuck on my wheel head just by using a little bit of water. Maybe a little bit more water. Okay, this is my chuck, but you can see that my piece is a little bit small, a little bit too small that it cannot sit on the chalk. So I will need to fix the problem. How do I do it? Here is the clay. I'm going to use a clay to fill it in the middle part. So that my opening will be smaller. And this is the good thing that I have the leather hard chalk, so you can see that my clay can stick on the chalk easily. So the opening has become smaller, and I'm just getting a knife and try to do a trim the uneven clay off. So now my opening in the middle becomes smaller. Let's see if I can fit my bottle in the chalk. Now it's easy to fit in. And then I could use another piece of clay to secure my bottle. So this is the setup. So I'm going to trim the top portion a little bit. So so this is the finished piece.